Hey, what's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with the 12th installment of Black Girls on Television. Can you believe we're already down to 12? Anyway, you guys, I'm going to get this video condensed. I'm tired of the long videos. I promise. It's just a discussion today. It's not a recap. I keep saying that every week, don't I? This time I'm going to do it. So, with all that being said, let's get to it, shall we? All right, you guys, Empire. I don't know what I'm going to do with Empire once How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal go on their winter hiatus. You guys know they're going to be, I think we only have one more episode left next week. And then after that, they're going to probably be off until after New Year's. So I don't know if I'm going to do an Empire video all by itself. We'll see. It might end up getting tagged on to the back of top of it'll probably still be by itself. Anyway, let's get to the show. So you guys, Hakeem's kidnapped. When Cookie gets word that he's kidnapped, meaning that they've actually sent her a video of him tied up, tape over mouth, stressed out, sweating, looking like it's something very wrong. She, for whatever reason, doesn't believe that is really what's going on. I'm thinking, like, as a mom, would you still think that? I mean, really, she thought it was Lucius. Okay, I guess maybe because Lucius had, his lawyer had tried to break in and scare her and all that, so she didn't believe it. However, she still goes over to Lucius's studio and confronts him, like, how dare you try to do this, scaring me. And he was just like, no, this ain't me this time. Somebody then kidnapped our baby. But Lucius, he doesn't even think to call the police or anything because he's so street, you guys. He's so hood that he knows what this is. He gonna handle it. The interesting thing about Lucius, and when we try to compare it to reality, even though I know it's a soap opera, is when there is a music mogul who's gotten to the height that Lucius is in real life, would they really be, flirting this much with the streets? Maybe they do. But I don't think that I would see, because I'm comparing Lucius to like a Puffy, to like someone like that. Is Puffy still out there in them streets like that? I just really don't know. But I mean, it's a TV show, so whatever. He contacts the people that supposedly stole Jamal. They want $40,000. It's a drop-off spot. You leave the money in the trash can, and then we gonna drop them off a couple of blocks away. Still, nobody is trying to call the police in this. And then, of course, when they drop off the money, and then when they go to the location where Hakeem is supposed to be, the driver pulls up, and Hakeem's not in the truck. They go and stiff arm the damn driver. Cookie kicks him, puts her foot on his neck, like, "Where's my baby?" And he was like, somebody just gave me $1,000 and told me to drop him off, but he jumped out the van. Okay, so Hakeem is out on the loose. We see him walking down the street. He kind of like all over the place. His brain is everywhere. He look crazy, bloody mouth, all sweaty and shit. Then we get a view of Anika walking down the street. Poor little pitiful old Anika. I swear I hate what they doing to this girl's character. I mean, it's just a goddamn shame what they doing to her, right? She on the phone with her mom. She don't have nothing. She out of money. She living in some little underground, like Tara from Love and Hip Hop, New York. She don't know what to do, and all of a sudden she comes up to her house, her place, and Hakeem is over there. Okay, now the nigga is sweaty, bloody, all of this. He just jump on her, kiss her all in the mouth. I was like, ooh, nigga, you have to get off me and take a shower before we get busy. Nigga ain't fixed to be kissing all on all that you got going on there. It was just something else. I forgot to tell you that when he was kidnapped, he was real tough until they beat that ass. Hakeem is He's a difficult character to like. I still like him because I understand that he's a kid, but he works my nerves so much, okay? So anyway, him and Anika, he goes over there and I guess she helps him out in a sexual type of way. Once Cookie and Lucius figure out where he is and, he's back at the house, he's all extra bitter and mad. His whole feeling is none of this would even happen if he wasn't they damn kids. Well, I mean, you can't really choose your mom and your daddy, right? Cookie and Lucius is both like, why you can't even understand that we was worried, okay? Nigga, ungrateful. They have a doctor come over, check him out. We see that, they beat him up pretty good. His back is all sliced up, eye, lip, mouth, blood, snot, all of that. Paul Hakeem. And child, I guess I'm gonna have to, it ain't no way to avoid this rooftop scene with Becky. Y'all, I'm not even gonna look. All I'm gonna say is this a TV show, right? Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, she on the roof with her man. Okay, she's got a good looking guy. Okay, and they on the roof and they kissing and hugging and all of that, y'all. I can't even want to be offending people. Like, I know I got all kind of people that watches me. So all I'm gonna say is, you know, it was interesting to see that, you know, they have decided to, because big people need love too, and big people get love too. My husband is a big man, so, you know, it's just like, okay. But, you know, y'all, I'm telling you, when I was watching it, I was just like, oh, okay. Like, if we gonna push all the envelopes on the show, I mean, maybe it's good for him. I'm a leader. Y'all saw it, right? Okay. He's a rapper. I don't think we knew that immediately while they were up on top of the roof, but we find out soon enough, because Andre is, you know, he's the head of Gutter Life. He wants to change the whole image and the scope of Gutter Life. Becky is his assistant. She's helping him with different things, and you know, he wants to make sure that they get artists that are of quality and not just some old nigga off the street kind of thing. Okay, so Andre has a certain vision for Gutter Life. I don't think it's lining up with Lucius's. So he's interviewing the different rappers, and it's your typical rapper of today. Okay, niggas that's concerned with women, ass, sex, drugs, jewelry. You know, your typical rapper. And he's quite disgusted with all of the ones that's showing up, until we get the young lad that was laid up with Becky. His name is J Papa. I think it's J Papa. Andre's like, so what does J stand for? Jewelry, jigger? And he says, no, actually my name is Job. And then Andre's like, oh, it's in the book of Job? Then they wax poetical. They throw out a couple of, you know, scriptures at each other, and Andre's like, this is my kind of man right here. I'm gonna sign him to Gutter Life. Now, we don't really know how that's gonna work out, but Andre seems to feel like he's gotten his one. You guys know that Lucius has his eye on Fantasia Loaf. Okay, that would be the mixture of Fantasia and Deja Loaf. I mean, it's just the strangest thing when you see this girl. But I like her voice, and I guess she's probably really a rapper in real life, you know, trying to get on, and this was a good little lookout for her. But anyway, she is truly street and what Lucius wants to have represent Gutter Life Records. So, you know, it's gonna be this whole thing with Lucius and Andre and them trying to figure out, you know, who is gonna be their elite star artist. But let's skip on over to Jamal. You guys know that Jamal is having some issue because his boyfriend and cheated with the Rolling Stones like photographer. He can't concentrate, okay? He can't get his song together. But side note, did you guys realize that the song that he was singing, Something Going On, he pretty much had got rid of the chipmunk voice at first, okay? I was feeling it. And then when he sat down and talked to Lucius, and Lucius was like, you gotta get your mind right. You can't be worried about him, okay? The nigga didn't need to come with you on tour anyway. You gotta feel the music. And when he got back in that damn studio and he got to singing with that high, you guys, I swear I thought something was wrong with my phone. He was singing so high, and that voice was like, it sounded like it was sped up. I mean, I actually looked at my phone. I said, you is not gonna get on my damn TV show and be singing this mess like this. It was a hot ass mess. Whatever. Jamal is upset because he can't get into the Staples Center. He wants to perform there. The Staples Center sent him some notice back saying, like, you too narrow of an artist, which Jamal took to mean that they don't want to bring him in because he is a gay artist. And Jamal's whole thing is he's not a gay artist. He is an artist who just happens to be gay. There is a difference there. He's not singing and championing the whole gay agenda. He just happens to like men. He wants to change his image. They bring in some new cat that, you know, I guess Lucius had some dealings with back in the day. And once Lucius found out that the guy was gay, he didn't want to deal with him no more. Well, now that guy is a big music mogul, I'm assuming, on the same level. Well, not a mogul, but I think he's high up as in management and PR and that type of thing. Now Jamal brings him in because he wants him to help change his image. Well, Jamal didn't even know the guy was gay. But Jamal's whole thing is like, he is going to get me to where I need to be, Lucius, so you best get on board. Okay, so Lucius shakes the guy's hand like, okay, we going to do this, but I still got my good eye on your gay ass. But I want to talk more about this whole thing with Hakeem, you know. Now, Hakeem, he's been stolen, kidnapped, and other than him getting beat up by these guys, I need to mention that the guys that he got beat up by or kidnapped by, there was a moment when his bag that was over his head came off and he was able to see the back of them, and they all had these horse tattoos. It's sort of like the, you know, the branding. What is it? Is it a horse's face? It's the outline of a horse's face, you know, and it was on every one of the guys' back. So it kind of made you feel like it was a gang of some sort. So you guys remember that point. But anyway, Hakeem been kidnapped, and ain't nobody really trying to figure out if the boy is fucking okay mentally. Okay, they still thinking about, okay, we got to get him back on the stage. We got shit that's happening. This girl group, they performing. Ain't nobody, you know, neither Cookie nor Lucius. I mean, I wouldn't expect Lucius to be that way, but Cookie is so driven too that she doesn't even realize that maybe we need to find out if the motherfucker is crazy or if he all right or not. I mean, you already know the shit kind of running the family. The only thing that Cookie realizes that, you know, he a little bit off. He feels like he don't have his manhood. So she gonna set up this meeting with the guys that kidnapped him, you know, just so that they can try to figure some shit out. Because, you know, she was talking to the sexy Latino, the guy that she's hiring on as her security. And he told her she needs to maybe, if she can't beat them, join them. So if you can't beat the niggas that kidnapped your kid, then what you should do is hire them all on as security. That way they're on the payroll and, you know, now you got some control over them. So she figures like, okay, well, I'm going to meet with them. And I guess that's what she decided she was going to do. Her and Hakeem go down there to meet with the people, and Hakeem pull a gun out on their ass. Okay, yeah, bitch, now what you gonna say? You gonna beat my ass now that I got a gun? And he kind of in this mode, and you know, Cookie, Hakeem, put the gun down. If you try to pull that trigger, you gonna force me to step in front of this bullet. I would rather die than to lose you and all of this, you know. He started to waver. She snatched the gun out of his hand, and then she pointed at him. All right, bitch, what you got to say now, bitch? You my bitches now. I was like, we ain't gonna be too many much more of these bitches, right? Okay. The guy's just standing there. I was just like, this is so unrealistic. There's no way that, you know, a guy would just sit there and just let this happen like this. You know, these three guys, somebody coming out looking at me in this parking lot, y'all. I'm over in the Eyeglass parking lot. They probably trying to figure out why I'm just sitting back here. They got a camera out here. If anybody do, how y'all doing? I'm just filming my video. Anyway, the meeting, it almost gets off track, but, you know, Cookie saved the day. She hires them on, I guess. I mean, you know, bitches, you work for me. You try that shit again, I'm gonna kill you. I was just like, all right, I guess. So that's the problem I have with Hakeem. I mean, he practicing, he trying to get his lyrics together. He practicing with the group. He's off. He's trying to blame it on them. They like, it's not us, it's you. He practicing by himself. He go crazy. He can go hit the window and everything. I was, okay, brother man either got some serious PTSD. We need to handle this. And then on the night that he's supposed to perform, before he even performs, Lucius finds him, you know, outside of the place and tries to lure him in back to Empire, because, you know, that's all he really wants is his star rapper son back. Tries to give him a track. Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom. You know, Lucius, you know, man, he's going to get this song, you know, put something to it, you know, boom, boom, boom. His own shaky ass voice. So Hakeem turns him down. You know, Lucius like, don't you ever turn your back at me. Chases him into the room and just like, you know, you ain't gonna never succeed. What you need to do is man the hell up and get your head out your ass and stop running behind your mama and all of this. Lucius was trying to get in his head before his performance. Hakeem, like I said, he still ain't all the way right. Jamal and Andre, they're there for moral support. You know, they try to say, you know what, mama, daddy, let us talk to him because y'all's fucked up. That's the reason why we all so fucked up. Let us try to handle him like we always have been in the past. So I thought that was a really, really cool scene that they were able to talk him down off the ledge, so to speak, and tell him like, you know, you was always the one, even though you didn't get to handle that situation with the kidnappers the way you would have liked to. You was always the one that had the balls, always wanted to fight for us when we was little, always had the one that would speak up for yourself. So, you know, you did what you could do in that situation. It don't make you no less of a man. So I thought that was a really nice, that scene touched me, you guys, and you know I be hoard. I do be hoard. When Hakeem goes out there to perform, sure enough, at first he's off his game. You see his old evil ass, devil ass daddy Lucius out there in the audience just looking at him like, you gonna fuck this up. At first Hakeem is fucking it up. He can't get on track. And one of the little girls, the lead singer, the one that we think is going to have the romantic storyline with Hakeem, she goes and he's just standing there like frozen, and she goes up to him and she sings his lines, tries to get him back focused like, baby, it's just me and you here. Just look at me me. Look at my eyes. Y'all saw Idlewild? Remember when Andre 3000 was trying to tell Paula Patton that all this just them two? So she was trying to get him back in line. And once he finally got them connections in his old crazy ass brain to act right, you know, he started rapping and he was back. And, you know, Lucius like, oh, okay, I guess it didn't work. And so Lucius leaves out and he gets his song back together and everybody's happy after the performance. He's sitting in the room with the girls and he's telling them how much he thanks them for all that they've done for him, sticking by him, trusting him, believing in him. The doorbell rings and who's there but Anika? This grown ass, accomplished ass, educated ass woman. She comes there and she's just like, I just wanted to make sure you're okay. And he gives her the brush off. Oh yeah, I'm all right. You can't come in right now. You know, I'm kind of busy. Okay, you see old girl from the group. You can tell she likes him. She's kind of looking over his shoulder like, oh, is that his woman? You know, but he brushes Anika off. And I was just like, oh, this is a fucking shame the way they do it, Anika. You guys, just so bad. I've been talking for 20 minutes. Lord have mercy. Let me finish up. And the only other thing I got to talk about Empire is the showcase that they had for Jay Papa. I think that's his name, Becky's man, and what's her name, Fantasia Loaf. When Jay Papa sings his song, raps his song, he start throwing out Bible verses and talking about being good and all of that, and you know, everybody's just like, what the fuck is this? This ain't what we talking about in Gutter Life. Andre was just like, that's what I'm talking about. So Lucia's gonna have a problem with Andre because when they get Fantasia Loaf up there and she get to singing her stuff, and Lucia's like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. And then she's so damn street, she can't handle a heckler or somebody in the audience that keep on saying, bitch, you need to get off the stage. You stupid. You don't know what you're doing. You know, fuck you. You don't sound good. Blah, 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 blah. She go on and bust a nigga in the face and then run off. But Lucia's like, I know how you are. It's okay. I got you. I understand that you from the streets. I'm from the streets. He gonna take her into his loving arms, okay? He pull her to the side, you know, one day on the street, get her in the car, and he was just like, you know, he connects with her more than he does with his kids, and that she got that special something, you know, and then he let her hear the damn track that he was supposed to give to Hakeem, you know, boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Okay, and they throw out their little rap, and he just like, yeah, yeah. Now we see it's gonna be the struggle between Andre Lucius, Fantasia Loaf, and Jay Papa. What's the girl name on the show, y'all? What is it? Frida. Big Frida. So anyway, y'all, that was Empire. Now let's get to Scandal. You guys, Scandal, I swear I think this is going to be my last season. I'm just... What? You guys... Fitz goes before America and he says that he's sorry, that he's broken the trust of everybody. He apologizes to his family, to Melly, to everybody, okay, and that he is going to work hard and diligent to get everyone's trust back. Okay, so we think that Fitz really truly means what he says. However, he gets behind closed doors with his staff and, you know, he's kind of gloating. Oh, we escaped the bullet on that one. They toasting champagne and having a good time. Olivia, the only one that got the bubble guts. You know how it is when you know your stomach. She nervous because she knows that she is the one that let her crazy ass daddy out of jail. Even Abby goes up to her and is just like, what did you do? I know you did something. You know, they say that the Congress got all this blackmail paperwork. What did you do to get this to happen? And, you know, Olivia's like, I don't want to lie to you. Don't make me. Cyrus pulls Fitz to the side and tells him, like, it looks like your boy, Rowan, Eli, whatever his name is, has escaped the hospital. Didn't really stage no big co-op or nothing. He just walked the hell out the front door like, you know, it was all good. Fitz is just like, you mean to tell me that Rowan is out on the streets? Here come Olivia. She looking like, what's going on here? Where my daddy? My daddy out? Fitz, yeah, your dad has escaped, you know. We gonna get him. But he hugging Olivia. Olivia's looking over his shoulder at Abby, and Abby is just like, oh, so that's what you did. Okay, you let your damn daddy out. And Olivia done pissed every fucking body off just because she's trying to get her own self out of trouble. Fitz out of trouble. She sacrificed a whole bunch of people. So she goes home. Jake is there. Okay, he's pissed at her. You let a fucking animal out of jail. All this time I've been thinking that Rowan looked at me as a son that he never had, but you are the son that he never had. You are his greatest accomplishment. You are just like him, an animal. You are a murderer. He killed my wife. Did you know that? Do you care that he killed my wife? But really, it's you. The woman that I used to love killed the woman that I love, or the woman that I love killed the woman I used to love. I don't even know what to call it now, but all I know is you are a fucked up individual. She puts him out. She doesn't want to hear it. Then she goes to work. Huck is the same way. You let Eli out of jail? Or she's just like, you know what, it's done. He's like, you let him out of jail. Do you know that he's going to get B613 started again? Either we all going to die or he's going to die. But this ain't going to end well. You know, Olivia's like, don't worry about it. I got it. Okay, but she didn't piss them off because they really know what Eli is capable of. I don't really know what is going on with Olivia. Well, we do know what's going on with Olivia. Olivia is very much power hungry. She's feeling herself. She's on this wave of power. We just kind of sitting back and watching the whole thing play out. For example, Cyrus wants to repackage the president. You know, we gonna go big. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. Oh no, we're not gonna do that because Olivia has told Fitz that we need to do things very local, very intimately. You need to go around and talk to the people and reconnect and all of that. You know, Cyrus just kind of looks over at Olivia because even though Fitz is saying all of these things, he knows that it comes from Olivia because Fitz is stupid and he doesn't know how to think for himself. Okay, Olivia has always been his brain. And in the past it was Cyrus as well, but now Cyrus then got ousted by Olivia. And it's so funny because every time Fitz says something, he looks over at Olivia and Olivia just kind of looks down like, you heard what the president said, didn't you? Now, you know how Scandal always has this other storyline going on. The storyline in this one is that there is an author, a very famous professor, who is going to be getting the Medal of Freedom. He's been like this big supporter of women rights. He's did all of this shit for women. And we find out that there is a client that comes to Olivia who says that he raped her. She's an old student of his. She was blackballed when she tried to talk about it. And now that he's getting this Medal of Freedom, she feels like Olivia is the person that she needs to speak with. So she tells Olivia, they try to figure out how to, you know, pinpoint him, go and talk to some old students that also had problems with him, that also tried to speak out and got blackballed, put out of school, said they had anxiety, said they had mental problems, said that they was, you know, crazy. And so they line all these girls up. He's already got this Medal of Honor. But now it's a problem, okay? You know, Olivia, she playing this shit two ways, okay? Because she got her damn job. She has her office, Olivia Pope and Associates, and then she is also got this one-way connection to the president. So she goes and tells him, like, you know, you done gave him this medal and he's a rapist. Fitz is just like, well, we'll take the medal back. It's just like, he's so fucking stupid. He's really dumb. I mean, Shonda really make the women look like we just got that shit like this, and honey, the men just Play-Doh in our hands. The only little problem that Olivia has with Fitz is that he's hired Jake as the person to find Rowan / Eli. Olivia knows that Jake is the one that could just blow her whole spot. When he comes into the office and, you know, Fitz tells her that Jake is the one that's looking for Rowan, she just kind of looking at him like, don't mess me up. She already know that he's pissed at her, right? But you know Jake is smarter than that. He gonna play this one pretty close to the vest, and he gonna wait and see how this all plays out. If he have to blast Olivia, then you know what, then that's what the hell he'll do. But for right now, he ain't gonna say shit. There's also this problem of Elizabeth. You guys remember when Cyrus came back, one of the terms, the main term, the only term really, was that Elizabeth had to be put out of the president's office, couldn't be having a job there, nothing. I told you guys that that was going to be a really bad idea, considering Elizabeth had been there for a lot of time that all this current scandal was going on. Sure enough, Elizabeth comes back and says that Sally wants her to come on her show, and if she doesn't get a job back in the president's, somewhere in the White House, you know, in close proximity to the president, then she gonna go and she gonna speak. Of course, they don't want to let that happen. Fitz and them are trying to figure out how they can stop him. Cyrus is just like, you know, we're gonna declare a what he said, a legal junction or something to stop her from speaking. But no, Olivia says, no, we're not gonna do that. We got a whole nother plan going. Sure enough, all of a sudden we see Elizabeth on Sally's show, and she is just going on and on about how wonderful and fantastic Fitz is. He's a great person, and she doesn't understand why everybody is down talking him and trying to, you know, go on. He just happened to fall in love with this woman. We already know that Olivia has somehow worked it out that she would go onto this show and say nothing but positive and great things about her man Fitz. Fitz tells Cyrus that Elizabeth is now going to be the chief of staff to the vice president, okay? And he is hot, he pissed, he mad. He look over at Olivia, honey. Olivia look on down like, well... the spoils of war. Cyrus is so damn through with Olivia, but he knows Olivia is very smart, okay? Olivia and Cyrus have very much of the same type of brain, even though Cyrus is a little bit more cutthroat than Olivia. But I'm starting to wonder about that as well. But anyway, he pulls it to the side. He said, you worked this all out, didn't you? You didn't have to give up your career. You still have your job. You were able to move into the White House, put the first lady out. You can sleep at your house. You can sleep here at Dolly Madison's bed. You fucking the president. You don't even have to marry him. And all of America has accepted you. You have pulled off the biggest fucking hoax, and America is none the wiser. You are fucking running this presidency, not Fitz. You are drunk on the power. This is what you always wanted. You know, Olivia's just looking at him. She doesn't say anything because all of this stuff that everybody is telling her, I guess she finally realizing, like, yeah, I guess I am pretty cutthroat. Cyrus is pissed. He ain't quite worked out in his mind how he gonna get around Olivia and Fitz's love story, but Olivia is not working into Cyrus's plan. She is fucking up his show. Fitz is so dumb and in love, he doesn't even realize that Olivia is doing anything. She goes into the office, and in the very last scene, he tells her that it looks like, you know, the dad is gone for good. They can't find him. He thinks that they don't have to worry about the dad anymore. She just kind of looks around, and then all of a sudden she starts throwing off demands, talking about doing this with China, and making a call over here, and setting up this meeting with this person, and okay? He gets a damn legal pad and a pen, and he's writing down all the things. She said, okay, yes, okay, and what else do you want me to do, President, Madam President? She's standing in the middle of the Oval Office, in the middle of the presidential seal. She is just throwing off the demands to Fitz, and Fitz is just writing them all down. I said, oh my God. I mean, that was a cool-ass scene. Even though I'm sick of Olivia and all of this, you know, I like to see women, you know, I like when women be winning, and even though Olivia is fucked up in many of her ways, I think Shonda, this little scene right here, it got me, y'all. I loved me that scene right there. Even still, it's so fucking unrealistic, but it's a love-hate thing. It's so hard to explain my feelings for Scandal. Am I the only one that feels that way? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Isn't it crazy? Y'all, let me hurry up, because these people keep on coming out and looking at me and all of this. They act like they ain't never seen a motherfucker sitting in their backseat in their damn parking lot in the back of the building doing a video. Anyway, How to Get Away with Murder, y'all. I can't even do a full review on How to Get Away with Murder, because I was so damn confused last night. I mean, I was with it, but then I wasn't. It was so many things that was going on. I was just like, oh God, this is too much. I'll be so glad when we find out what supposedly happened at the mansion next week. So it starts with the future. Wes and the white Latina is trying to stop Michaela and Connor. I got another name, y'all. Connor is locked in the old memory bank from running off. All we see is that Wes has a gun pointed down at the ground. That's the flash forward future, Back to the Future kind of thing, and then it goes to 4 days earlier. So now we're very, very close to all the mayhem at the mansion. The goal this week is for the students to, you know, figure out this lost child, the nephew, son, or the aunt, or whatever he was. Okay, they try to build up what they think that he's like. They say that he's probably a loner, pretty smart, but needs the money, realizes that he's the next heir in line to get this money. But they're gonna keep all this under wraps. They ain't told the adopted kids none of this shit, because they just want to kind of figure out what's going on with this kid. Now, there's a little problem in Annalise's whole plans with Nate. The prosecutor wants to test Nate's blood, because when the wife died, they're saying that there was... I don't even really understand why they needed to test Nate's blood to see if he gave the wife this drug that killed her. I was really, really confused, because were they trying to say that he was the one that was taking the pills as well? See, this is the shit I'm talking about. I was fucked up, y'all, so y'all gonna have to help me out with this, but whatever. He gotta go to court for that. And Annalise goes, the old girlfriend, the girl that represents Nate in court, they interview one of the nurses there, and the nurse is very sympathetic to Nate because I'm sure she's seen him down there. She saw the wife suffering with this cancer and was in pain a lot. So the nurse was just like, I don't even see why we are in court for this. Like, what's the big deal? This man's wife was in pain. She was dying anyway. She wanted to die. What's so bad about him giving her a pill if that's what he did? Instead of Annalise's girlfriend cross-examining the woman, she just lets it go. Now Annalise is wondering if, you know, baby girl done threw the case because there was a part in the show when Annalise and the white girlfriend, they're in the car and they're just talking and, you know, talking about good old times. And, you know, Annalise was just like, how about we just throw the case and run off together and you know, be a couple. Oh, Ebony and Ivory. Now, once she doesn't cross-examine the nurse, Wes tells her, because Wes is there. Annalise done took him off that other shit with the adopted kids because Wes's head is too fucked up, and she was just like, I got to get him off of that. He went a little too left. So he was there. He saw it. He goes and tells Annalise, like, I think she's trying to throw the case. She purposely did not interview the nurse. So, not interview, but question her. So Annalise goes and talks to the girlfriend, and the girlfriend's just like, look, don't worry about it. I got this handled. Okay, we didn't cross-examine her because I need to make sure that she's still our friend, that she's on our side. And the only thing that you need to know is that me and Nate have a plan you don't need to know shit about. And the way that works out is Nate goes to the hospital or the center where the wife died. He goes there and he kind of talks to the nurse, and she's real sympathetic to him. Like I said, people just walking all around my damn car. I'm moving. Shit. I can't concentrate. All these motherfuckers coming up to my car. Shit. But to make a long story short, he got her to doctor the records in some kind of way, and the lethal drug was never in his system, wasn't in the lady's system, whatever. Like I said, y'all help me out with that one, okay? Because I swear I was so confused. Then we didn't have that little other case that Annalise was handling. I mean, do it even matter? Do you guys care about the other case? Lady was having an affair with the DA, and her husband was killed, and she was trying to blame it on the stalker, a guy that really liked her. I mean, I don't really care about that. And like I said, I got to get out this damn parking lot. These people fucking up my review, y'all. So, what else? Oh, Asher and Bonnie. Funny how the tides have turned. You know, Bonnie been running after Asher all this time, and now that she got some dirt on Asher, which is that she found out about the gang rape, and Asher's trying to tell her, like, look, I didn't know that they was raping the girl, okay? She was just like, well, you knew that they took her upstairs. What did you think was going to happen? He was like, I didn't know that they were going to rape her. And then she was like, well, you didn't try to protect her. And he was just like, I was fucking downstairs. Like, what you want me to do? Okay, and she was like, well, you still didn't try to help even after the fact. You're trying to cover it up with your dad. And, you know, so she's just like through. And he was just like, I'm trying to fix all this. I know what's going on with you. And Bonnie is pissed when she finds out that he knows that she was raped. Well, we still don't really know what is the actual story with Bonnie. What we think that she thinks that he knows is that she was raped by the dad, but she didn't never really 100% say that. And she knows that Annalise told Asher about her being raped, supposedly. So I'm skipping a whole lot and I'm condensing a lot, but Bonnie is pissed at Annalise for telling Asher that, because she feels like Asher was her one good thing. Asher didn't have any dirt on her. Annalise goes out of her way to always make Bonnie feel like trash, look like trash, all that. So she's mad that Asher has been tainted with the past, her story of her past. This is what I'm thinking in my brain. Again, if it's wrong, y'all correct me down there. She goes and confronts Annalise and was just like, I can't believe you told him. And Annalise was like, I was trying to protect you. She was like, yeah, you told him about my past. She was like, yeah, I gave up your past, but I'm trying to protect your future. Bonnie was like, you don't love me. You don't care about me. And Annalise was like, if I wouldn't have cared about you, I wouldn't have did this. You need to know that I love you. You know, so it's real intense. And Bonnie was just like, I hate you. If I could get away with it right now, I'll pull out a fucking gun and I will blow your goddamn head off, you old bitch. She didn't say that, but that's what the hell she wanted to say. But Bonnie was just like, you ruined the one good thing that I have in my life. I can't have nothing. We say that Frank was so bad, but it's really you, Annalise. You are a demon. It is so funny how Annalise, First of all, hasn't killed anybody on this show. Annalise truly is trying to protect everybody on this show. All of the rest of them have blood on their hands. Annalise is just trying to keep them out of it, but I'm starting to wonder why Annalise is going through all this. Is it just like because she's a defense attorney and that it's in her psyche, it's in her mind, her body and soul to just try to defend it no matter what? We also kind of find out, not yet, still yet, but you know, when Annalise is talking to her girlfriend, okay, at the house after Nate gets off and, you know, everybody is in a celebratory mood, she kind of lets the white girlfriend know that Wes is her son. She just says that he's the one, and then the white girl's just like, oh, really, Annalise? You know, you're so wonderful. Okay, but we still, you know, they never really say, that's why I'm saying it's always what we think it is, but it's never the actual words are spoken. So, oh shit, now it's raining and I have my umbrella. I gotta go in this damn store. Oh my god. So anyway, you guys, what else happened? Oh, I gotta tell you about Connor and Connor's boyfriend, the Asian guy. You know, the Asian guy is all intrigued about what's going on. He knows that they're trying to find out about this murder, but he doesn't really know the depth and the extent of the danger that this whole group is in. So he wants to help. He feels like he's being a part of this exciting thing, and he's not really thinking, because he doesn't know that there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's dead behind all of this. So Frank and the white and the white Latina, I thought I knew her name. What is it, you guys? Anyway, they kind of pull him into the group because he's so good at breaking into computers and doing all that kind of stuff. So they pull him in. Connor is trying not to have him involved in any way, but without telling him why he doesn't want him involved. And the Asian guy is just like, hey, I got this. It's all good. I'm going to be a part of it. Hey, I can do it. They set up a meeting with the crazy lost nephew's son. And the Asian boy set up this meeting with the guy using Connor's picture. So he, you know, Connor has to be the one to meet up with the guy, you know, the lost son nephew, the one that was looking at them on the computer last week. Remember? Annalise gets word that this is what they're doing, and she was just like, this is a bad mistake. Like, don't do that. That guy is crazy. You guys are playing with fire. Like, call off this whole little sting operation. Connor is already at the restaurant about to meet this guy, but Frank goes in there just like, you know what? It's a done deal. We're not going to do it. Just forget it. So Connor is kind of relieved. He's glad that it didn't work out. But little do we know that the crazy nephew's son has actually gone to Connor's boyfriend. I guess they live together. Connor and the Asian guy's place. The Asian guy is walking home from the grocery store one day on the phone with Connor. Connor's just like, I'm on my way home. I'll be there in an hour. He goes into his house and he pushes the door to it. Doesn't close all the way. And then the crazy guy goes in behind him and just like is like, hey, you know, surprise. You know, the Asian guy jumps around and is like, oh my God, like now he knows. Girl, you in trouble. So that's pretty much it. Wasn't that shit all over the place? So at the very end of the show, you know, it goes back to the future. Wes and the white Latina are trying to stop Connor and Michaela from leaving. Okay, he has the gun. She was like, what should we do? He says, stop him. So they go out to the balcony and they tell them like, stop. They're downstairs, Connor and Michaela. They turn around and look up at Wes and the white Latina, and then all of a sudden the motherfucker come crashing down to the ground. You guys, it's the prosecutor. They look at the prosecutor, they look up at Wes and the white Latina, and then the camera pans up to the next balcony above them, honey, and you see Bonnie. Y'all, Bonnie didn't push this bitch off the side of the balcony. That Bonnie is something gutter, ain't she? That bitch need to be at Gutter Life Record. Y'all, the show. Explain what the fuck was going on in that show last night for me, you guys, because I promise I didn't get it all, but I did my best. Let me get out these people parking lot before they call the police on me. All right, you guys, that's it. Look how cute this shirt is I got from H&M. It says, you rock, I'll roll. Hold my stomach in so y'all don't see y'all don't see my rolls on the roll. Make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel is for itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar. All right. So I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. It's raining again, and I plan on doing the same, y'all. Let me get my scarf together. Okay, until next time, rock stars. Bye.